Teresa Mountain in Fairless Hills. We've done work for her in the past. It's going to be a similar type of scope from last year. So it's going to be black mulch install. I'll kind of walk the property. I'll start in the front yard. Have to really pay attention to the video. There is some specific stuff that she does want done. Definitely check out with her. Ideally, Teresa's the wife that we walk with. Husband was there, but she's more in tune with everything. So anyway, over here, nothing's growing yet, but she said if stuff starts growing, just cut it back short. Just kind of a general overall cleanup, your typical spring cleanup, bed cleanup. So anything that's dead, you can break out the stuff here. All the dead stuff here, you can kind of just pretty much pull with your hands for the most part. Kind of give it a good rake out. Cut these back lightly. Not going to do too much depending on when we come, but lightly trim this up. Definitely rake out some of that old mulch. Went a little heavy on the mulch to the edge. It's getting close to the grass. Very light prune and shape here of everything. Don't need much. It hasn't grown a ton since we did last time, or whoever did it. Up here close to the porch, they're going to take care of it. We don't have to do anything. Just be mindful. They're going to be putting pavers here all the way along. So just don't pile up this area with mulch in specific. I don't know if they're going to do the pavers before us or after us, but regardless, don't worry about that spot in terms of tossing a ton of mulch. So that's that front portion. Alright, over here, they want these, you know what, I think she went back and forth. I think she's going to buy some. Yeah, so these, she's going to actually purchase 2 new ones, and then she wants them planted right here and right here. So customer's going to provide them. Just know we're going to weed this out. Be careful of the bird feeder here. Just try not to bump it. It's on its last leg. And then plant here and plant here. She wants the 4 corners. And then this stuff you can, you know, pull out the dead crap from it. Over here, you can leave this alone. Just mulch it, edge it, do your thing. Bed prep. Got a ton of like daylilies in here all over the place. They may even start popping up more by the time you get up here, but obviously just leave those alone. There's not really too many weeds here, so the prep shouldn't be crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of lilies, so just kind of leave them alone. Moving over to here, depending if there's any growth, you can very lightly prune these bushes here. They're not too bad right now, so just give them a light prune. All right, so you got hostas here. Trying to see where I see them all. It's hard to see because it's not sprouted too much, but obviously you can see one here, you can see one here, you can see one here. So we wanted this last year, but we got here too late last year, and these were full bloom. So we want to get out before they're full bloom, but she wants these split in half of each of them. I don't think there's any on this side. I don't see any unless they start sprouting up. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I think it's just on this side. So each one, what you do is just take like a straight edge shovel, chop it right down the middle, dig down like as much as you can to kind of really pull that whole hunk out as a root. I've seen online you can split these and actually replant them. So slice them down, dig them out, try to get it all in one big chunk, and then you'll have basically a plant in a wheelbarrow that you're then going to replant. She said you can place, like, she's kind of vague, but 1 or 2 over in this area. I would see when the lilies start popping up. She didn't seem very specific about it. She was kind of just like wherever it looks good, just to fill it in. You could probably put like one right here, and then she did want one kind of on the corner here. So there's like 2 split spots you can put hostas, and then hold on to the other ones because she wants them in the back and other spots. So I'm seeing 5 here, maybe 6. There might be one under there a little bit. So check them out. All right, coming to the backyard. So you can lightly prune this if it needs it. This area, she is going to potentially purchase some more of these like paver things to step on, and she wants us to just place them here, probably get these other ones out of here. Again, we're not going to buy them or bring them or do anything. She's going to have them ready, and then we're just going to basically place them here for her. And then she talked about something with this, maybe putting pavers there, these things anyway. Leave it up to them if they want to do that on the spot, but it sounds like for now they just want to, they're going to buy a couple of these, and if we can just kind of just dig out the ground just a little bit to place it on the ground. Don't bury it, like these are kind of buried to the ground. It's kind of like that, like it's in the ground but not completely level with the ground, if that makes sense. And then she said she's going to get one more for right here just to close the stepping gap to the AC unit. So that is that. All right, over here she said that there is hostas. So she said there's like 3 hostas over here, which I don't really see them. So she's saying the same as the front. There's hostas over there. They're over here on the fence. They may start to pop up in the next couple weeks. But she said they're right along the fence line here. So when you see them start to pop up, do the same thing up front with splitting them. You're going to split them here and just kind of spread them out. So hopefully they start to surface a little bit. I'm not going to go digging around right now, but she said they're really close to the fence line. I might see one right here, maybe. Might be, I can see, I think, one coming up like right here. But she said just split them and spread them along the fence line a little bit. These, she wants to, leave all this Pachysandra ground cover. That's totally cool. But these like daylilies you'll see that are popping up through it. There's 1, 2, I see 3, I see 4. She wants those just dug out and removed from the root. And I said there might be some other ones. I'm only seeing 4. She said if you see other ones that start to pop up by the time we come out, if you can just dig those out as well. She just wants the Pachysandra in here, not the daylilies, to be mixed in with it. All right. A little side note too. These lights that you'll see, they're hardwired. She said they go underground and they go under the pavers. But my point is just be careful when you're clearing out this area. This is Pachysandra, so you're leaving all this. But if you see any weeds, you're in here with a string trimmer or whatever, just be real cautious of wires to these lights. And the same thing here. You can see the wire going here, and then it kind of goes underground, and she's saying it goes under the pavers. I think it runs off from that box somewhere, so just be mindful when you're in here with the string trimmer, prepping the area or doing whatever. All right, moving to this spot over here. So these daylilies, dig them out, remove them. I'm gonna push to try to get this done like as soon as possible before all this stuff really starts sprouting up. It'll be a lot more difficult. So ideally we do it in March. But anyway, digging all this stuff out. She wants all the daylilies out, and then the hostas from up front that you split. She said you can relocate to here. And she kind of just said like you could just kind of like randomly plant them. So ideally if she's home we can, the exact spot of it, but so just plant them. Again, be careful. I see a wire. I don't know why it's here for the light. But just be cautious of that. But yeah, so replant the hostas here. All the bushes you can they look pretty good, but you can lightly touch them and improve if they feel like they need it by the time you get out here. Maybe a light touch up. Same thing back here. It's pretty good, but if you want to just very lightly kind of manicure it a little bit, that's cool. All right, so back here, this, I'm going to put this as a part 2 video about the stone back here because I think that's going to be a later project. The only other thing you'll do now for the spring cleanup is this one tall grass, which is right here. It's the second one in from the left. She wants that cut in half. So do similar to what you did with the hostas. Try to dig down and like dig it out at the root the best you can. Basically looking to just thin it out, and then you can trash it or not replant it anywhere, but just trash it. She just wants it to get a little smaller, kind of similar to the other ones. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones. No mulch, nothing over here. Watch the second video for stone that we'll be potentially doing here. That's gonna be a separate job. Mulch around the trees, obviously. There's 2 hostas here as well that she wants split. So you can split them, and then you can also use these for over in this little spot here right around the corner, because you may not have enough from the front, just to plant a little bit more and split them. Then moving to here, so these arborvitae, green giants, just lightly trim them, try to line them up kind of in line with the patio. You won't be able to go back a ton. It's kind of bare, and I showed her that, but just trim it a little bit that you can. And I would say the ones that are already close back, you could probably leave go. just so that they all eventually over time can get to be the same depth ideally. And then nothing with topping. I'm just trimming this side a little bit. All right, then moving over to here. Again, be careful with this area. We got these lights again with the wires. So when you're cleaning this area out, just be cautious. No planting or nothing crazy here, just clearing out the weeds and remulching it. And then this stuff that's growing on the fence here, just rip all that off and get rid of it. You know, you don't have to be extremely gentle with the fence or anything. She knows it's kind of beat up and she's looking at quotes to replace it. So it's not like be super cautious of the fence, but you know, if you bang it up a little bit when you're ripping the stuff off, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, clear all this stuff off. Just try to be careful, like if it's tied in with the lattice, that we don't completely wreck the lattice. But yeah, rip all that growth off and lightly prune these up if they need it, and then fresh mulch over here, and then that's back to the front yard. That's it.